If you're a Bucks fan, even though it was somewhat of an early playoff exit, you still have to feel really good about where this team is at. You still have arguably the best player in the league in Giannis, who is still at the peak of his powers, and the core that brought you a championship is still intact. Honestly, if Middleton doesn't get hurt and or Grant Williams doesn't have an out-of-body shooting experience for Boston, there's a really strong possibility we are talking about the Bucks as potentially working towards a three-peat this season. And listen, I really don't have a ton to say about this team. They brought back everyone, so if you felt good about last year's team, you're going to feel good about this year's team. They really only lost Jordan Nwora, and in place they got rookie Marshawn Beauchamp, who we probably won't see a ton of this year, and Joe Ingles. Bigs wise, crazy eyes, Bobby Portis returns, Brooke Lopez, Serge Ibaka. With Giannis in spots, I think they're going to be fine at center. Guards wise, you've got Drew Holiday, Javon Carter, George Hill. Again, they're going to be fine there. My only real area of concern for this team, and it's the same one I have for last year's group, is at the wing. Outside of Middleton, relying heavily on Grayson Allen and Pat Connaughton just really scares me. And then after that, it really comes down to whether or not Wes Matthews can continue to drink from the fountain of youth or not. And that's hopefully where Joe Ingles would come in as a sharp shooting, solid defensive wing. But at his age, coming off of a really significant injury, how realistic is it to count on him? Even if Joe doesn't provide anything to this team, they're still a finals contender. They have arguably the best player in the league and a good supporting cast. They're going to be a factor to the bitter end. At 52 and a half wins, I would say probably take the over here. They won 51 last year and they intentionally lost games down the stretch to avoid playing the Nets in the first round. So it's pretty safe to say they were better than their record showed last year. And Joe Ingles is a real acquisition. So if he gives them anything, they're going to be better this year than they were last year.